I've interviewed you a couple of times over my career, and even then when you thought real estate in Mumbai, you thought Lodha. And even today when you think of Mumbai real estate, the first name that pops up in your head is Lodha.
It's been good to connect back with you after many years. And I guess Lodha, we very focus on the consumer. We actually think of ourselves as a consumer goods company, which just builds homes and offices. And that's really what's kept us in good stead. I think this property you're at today, the World Towers, or everything else that we build with a lot of passion. And we build thinking about how this will improve the life of the consumer. And I think that's really what people in Mumbai have loved. This last year we handed over about 7,200 units, homes and offices. This year we'll do over 10,000 units. When you look at those numbers, they're the biggest in the world ex-China.
What about the oversupply in residential space in Mumbai in general?
No, I think it's a very different market today. The consumer is very, very clear that they want the best quality. And when it's under construction, they want to buy it from the most reliable developer. So in that category in Mumbai, there are probably 4 to 6 developers who anybody is willing to buy under construction.
Who would you say?
Well, I think there are many peers. There's clearly Lodha stands at the top of that, but there are others like Kalpataru, Oberoi, in certain pockets there's Hiranandani, and there may be a couple of others. And really, what matters to the consumer today is that supply. You may have statistics and numbers, but the fact is, when a person is looking to buy today, they will only look at a select set of names, and the supply from them is quite moderate. The huge ton of supply that people are talking about today is either not getting ever built, or it's going to get built after so long that nobody's really interested in buying those. So really, we are at an inflection point in the market. I think over the last 12 months, we've reached a point where supply and demand have really started coming back significantly into balance. And I think 12 to 18 months down the line, we think that real estate from a pricing perspective is going to strengthen quite a bit.
Do you think that this has been one of the worst years for real estate across India in terms of consolidation, in terms of builders basically just going under?
Well, I think I can't speak for the industry, because I think industry is made up of too many people, and one of the problems in the industry, there are too many players, which is what the whole idea of the RERA, which brings in a lot more transparency, so the fly-by-night operators go away. This year, as a business, we'll grow more than 15% to over 8,500 crores of sales from 6,900 crores of sales in India last year. So clearly, in a market where things are not necessarily great, the best players are doing quite well, which is the sign of an industry which is getting matured, a consumer which is a lot more focused on quality, and that really is, in the long term, very good for the health of the economy and the industry.
Where is the bracket in which the flats, the units are moving the most right now in Mumbai?
Demand for us, we see, is across the board, but it comes at different projects based on where they are in the life cycle. Today, we see that the units which are between 50 lakhs and 3 crores are moving the fastest, and units which are closer towards completion, or if they are very early at the launch stage at higher price brackets, those are moving.
So your exposure to central Mumbai is huge, where people are concerned about an oversupply in residential space in particular. How are you addressing this?
Central Mumbai has had a situation where people have been talking about oversupply for many years, because a lot of the mill lands came into development together. But over the last 3-4 years, the supply has moderated. I would still say that Central Mumbai today has oversupply, and what people are buying today is based on the quality of the product. Because yes, there's a lot of number of players in the industry, but ultimately some of the product is now ready and you can see what you're getting, and quality sells.
Traffic congestion is a huge issue and is a very real issue in Lower Parel. A lot of consumers see that as a problem when buying units in, say, for example, Lodha World Crest or Lodha World 1.
Now, clearly the infrastructure in Bombay, transportation infrastructure in Mumbai has been a challenge for a long time. I think some of the traffic bottlenecks today are because the infrastructure is getting put in. So a lot of metro work is happening in South and Central Mumbai, and that's jamming up things for the next couple of years. As an ecosystem, if you look at one place, the only place in Mumbai which has the entire ecosystem, it is Lower Parel. The fact is that road traffic in Lower Parel is a issue. Is the solution simple? I think it's very simple. You just need to, the authorities at some point need to understand that when you stop parking on the roads will open up. So I think some steps have been taken, some more will get taken. This is not an insolvable problem. We are not in Rio. So we'll at some point or other, hopefully some sense will prevail.
What about that high uber luxury apartment, like that 25 crores plus apartments. Typically in South Mumbai, it's taken a while for developers to move those kind of flats. And there are a lot of hotels and stuff also that are trying to push apartments like that.
There are 25 crore apartments in central Mumbai, which is not an easy sell. We have a few of them, it takes us time to sell. Others have a lot more of them, and that's not the right part of the market according to us in central Mumbai. South Mumbai is a very different situation. Altamont Road has broken all records. It was delivered in record time. Prices have over 150,000 rupees a square feet on carpet area. Again, record prices. The building is now 70% sold. So we think that quality in South Mumbai is very rare, and when it comes, it sells.
So today, what kind of clientele buy one Altamont?
Lodha Altamont, the buying is largely families who've always lived in South Mumbai and want an upgrade in the quality of life that they are living. Yeah.
Is there a spike in demand for commercial office space versus residential space right now?
Yeah, I think office space in India across the board has been doing much better over the last 2 years. And a very little supply has come to the market over the last 4 or 5 years. I think since 2010, hardly any new starts took place in parts like central Mumbai. So the supply-demand balance is better. Overall, Mumbai vacancy is still about 15%, but a lot of it is in the peripheral areas like Airoli, etc. But central and parts of the proper city, vacancy levels are not very high, and that's a positive sign. That means Mumbai is creating jobs. That means companies are continuing to invest in Mumbai, and that automatically means the economy of Mumbai.
So if I had 1.5 to 2 crores to spend over the next couple of years and I wanted to buy a flat and I did want to see some appreciation, where should I put my money?
If you're looking at it from a longer term perspective and you have 2 crores, 1.5 crores to spend, then you should look at parts of the western suburbs or the eastern suburbs of Mumbai. That's where this price point is right. Mumbai is only at the start of its journey to becoming a world city. We get very worked up and Bombay is not changing, etc., etc. But look back to Bombay 10 years ago and look back to Mumbai today. We have the Sea Link, we have the Eastern Freeway, we have the metro operating. So a lot of things are happening, and the Indian economy is still very small. We are only a 2.5 trillion economy. We are going to be a 7 trillion economy in a decade. And where is all that wealth going to get generated? It's going to get generated in Mumbai. We are the commercial capital of the world. So, yeah, if you think India will do well, Mumbai will do very well. So go and buy in a high quality development from a high quality developer at a decent location.
In the real estate space, especially in the residential space, what kind of correction do you see roughly, approximately, before the strengthening in the 12 to 18 months?
Nothing in Mumbai. Prices will keep moving up. They're already moving up 3 to 5%. Next year will be another 3 to 5%. And then 2019, after the general elections, you'll see a significant move up. There's time correction, because if you had a price which is moving up at a rate lower than inflation, that's called time correction. But absolute correction, no.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.